very quickly, my apologies, I am dashing off to a meeting with some bankers, and those of us in the business world know that if you got a meeting with bankers, you need to show up. The fortunate thing is it's in New Orleans, and this is Mardi Gras weekend. I want to thank Morehouse for this distinguished honor. And I want to say that when I wrote my book, Action Has No Season, it was written after I had become fairly wealthy and succeeded in a number of businesses. I built a wireless phone company in Missouri. It became a Sprint affiliate. It was eventually bought by Sprint in what we call a roll-up. You heard about the 12 hotels we own and a variety of other businesses. Diversity is important for those of us who are entrepreneurs. Well, I think I used to be an entrepreneur, but today I'm a cold-blooded capitalist. Cold-blooded in the Rick James sense, of course. What I learned, when I really got started out here, folks were saying, well, what is it? Who is your great philosopher that you follow? And I said, well, it was Reverend Ike, who once said the best way to help poor folks is not to become one. Innovation is a critical word and an important word for us in our community. I say that as a person who has been honored by the President and Secretary of Commerce to serve on the National Advisory Council for Innovation and Entrepreneurship of the United States. That's a group of only about 24, and we are sort of the think tank that sort of raise the concepts for America and try to eliminate some of the barriers that exist for entrepreneurs who could potentially do business with the United States government, which, by the way, is the largest buyer and user of goods and services in this country. Sometimes we get a little confused about what is innovation, and we confuse it sometimes with invention. And I want, especially the students, to recognize that it is not something you necessarily need to invent. I'll cite a couple of quick examples. IBM created or invented the computer, but it took Bill Gates to come along to identify a product that would ultimately allow that computer to become a desktop. But IBM slept that concept. And then came the AOLs and the Googles. Bill Gates slept that as we watch innovators such as Steve Case, who serves with me on this innovation committee, created products that would give access to the internet. And then they slept the concept of social networking, Facebook. But all of those are innovative concepts. They step on top of the ideas of others, but they support those ideas in positive ways. In conclusion, let me just say this. What would your life be like if you could eliminate the fear of failure? For someone like me who controls about 76 companies, many of whom, like most businesses, are facing interesting challenges as a result of this economy. But I will tell you that it's nothing like being in business, it's nothing like being entrepreneurial, and it's nothing like recognizing that in this country, you have to be a capitalist. After all, if you lived in a communist nation, you'd be called a what? A communist. If you lived in a socialist nation, you'd be called a what? A socialist. Well, we live in a capitalistic nation, so therefore we are capitalists. And I want you to know that my book entitled Action Has No Season, and that's a real cheesy type of commercial, isn't it, to sell my book? Unfortunately, I don't have any here today, but you can buy it anywhere online if you like. I say action has no season. It's a very existential concept, because if I ask you to think about what your life would be like, especially students, if you could eliminate the fear of failure. Fear is nothing but a mental construct. It is not of nature. It's not grass growing. It's not the wind blowing. It's a mental construct that you've allowed to be placed in your mind. So as you step out of business, eliminate fear, because fear doesn't really exist. Second word, failure. Well, what is failure? I submit to you there's no such thing. Every day when you wake up, you give it 86,400 seconds. That's 24 hours for you math majors. Every moment that you think of the moment, it's already gone. Very existential concept. But it's a concept that blends with the word that I coined, the actionaire. That's one who takes their ideas, their dreams, and their visions, and they pursue them with courage and confidence and bravado. The actionaire. I want all of us to become more actionaires, recognizing that failure doesn't exist because every experience that you have, maybe the outcome won't be as you would have liked, but it's an experience. It's something you have gained from. Therefore, it's really not a failure. Ladies, even when those guys do the wrong thing, it is not a failure. It is an experience, and you will gain from it. I know us guys do. So let me just say in conclusion, I hope you all become actionaires. I hope you recognize the importance of every moment in your existence. recognize the value of being innovators, pursue the whole concept of entrepreneurship inside of a capitalistic nation. That will make our nation great, it will make our neighborhoods great, it will begin to teach our young people to be more innovative and creative. And let's be the examples for young people, because, you know, unfortunately, those of us who aren't out front, like many of you are, and I encourage you to become that way, our young people, when they see the concept of developing wealth, you know, they think you either have to have a ball in your hand, you have to have a microphone in front of your face, or you're an illegal pharmacist. Let's change that perception. You, the entrepreneurs, the innovators of today and tomorrow, become more public with it. Let's embrace capitalism, and let's succeed in every endeavor. Let's proceed and make the most out of the recovery of this country, because 50% of the Fortune 500 companies started during a recession or a bear market. Let me repeat that. 50% of the Fortune 500 companies started during a recession or a bear market. That means that this is the time to enter your business. Now, everybody in this room, you have a dream. I know you do. We all do. Many of us have many dreams. But what's the first thing you have to do when you have a dream? You've got to wake up. You need to sit up, and then you need to stand up, and you need to prosecute that dream and pursue all of your ideas and eliminate the fear of failure. Thank you for this award, and thank you very much for allowing me to come on early in this program. Thank you very much.